Hey again, welcome or welcome back, depending on if you've been here with us before. Today we are in the kitchen, not out at the grill unfortunately, but we are going to make some mac and cheese. Only thing I'll say is, I know I'm going to upset some of you because I'm not making mac and cheese the way you'd think of it. You'll have to stick around to find out what I do wrong though. Be right back. Okay, here we are. Starting off, we're going to boil some water. I've already kicked my stove on. I am going to put some salt in that water just to make sure that it does what we want it to. That's going to be for our pasta. We'll get that going, and once the pasta's in the water, I'm going to get the food processor out and get our cheese ready. That's where I think I'm going to confuse some of you. But before we ever even get there, I said I was making mac and cheese. Not macaroni. Well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. If you look back historically, then macaroni was almost any kind of pasta. It was kind of a common thing. So I'm still happy to call this mac and cheese, even though I'm using fusilli. It's good. It holds a lot of cheese in it. Lots of space for that to stick in. And I've got it and it needs using, so that's what we're using today. Get that in the water and get it boiling. Okay, now, on to the cheese. Let's head there. Okay, so, I'm not just going to use one or two cheeses in this. That wouldn't make any sense to me. So, I'm going to probably throw a list up on screen of all of the cheeses that we're using. But what are we looking at? Cheddar, smoked cheddar, some red Leicester, some Monterey Jack. And then, the one that's going to get all of you screaming in the comments, I've got some Yorkshire Blue. Yes, blue cheese in my mac and cheese. Some of you are going to be screaming already, I don't like blue cheese, I don't like stinky cheese, whatever you want to say. If you like mac and cheese, you need to be trying it this way. Believe me. It's not going to taste strongly of blue cheese. What it's going to taste of is very intense cheese. Now then, I'm going to go ahead and give you a bit of music while I get my cheese ready, because this thing's pretty noisy. I'll be right back. Alright, now that I've got all of those together, I'm going to give them a toss, get them all mixed up. I'm also going to add to that some pre-grated mozzarella. That's going to add to our creaminess and overall just cheesy goodness. Give that all a mix up, and yes, I am using my fingers. There we are. Now then, next thing I'm going to do, move my food processor out of the way, and I've got to grab a couple more things out of the cupboard. Alright, just going to catch you up on a couple things. I've moved my cheese into a separate bowl to get it out of my food processor. My food processor is going to have its cheese slicing or grating blade replaced by this mixing blade. I'm also going to go ahead and drain my pasta because that's ready now. And then we'll head back on and we'll make our cheese sauce. Be right back. Right, back to our food processor now. I'm going to go ahead and add some whole grain mustard. Mustard and cheese really work well together. The mustard brings out that kind of innate cheesiness of the cheese. We're going to add, and yes, follow me with this one, some chicken gravy granules. Not a lot, but a little bit. We are going to add even more cheese, this time some Italian style, basically grated Parmesan. We're going to add a bit of butter. And then we are going to add some creme fraiche. And this is going to add a lot of kind of essential creaminess to the dish. About half one of those pots. Close that up. I'll adjust the volume here for you for a second. Now that we've got that mixed together, lid off, bunch of cheese in. Not all of it though, leave some out. Alright, so we've got our pasta with most, but importantly not all, of the pasta water drained out. I want a little bit of that left. Let me get this out of the mixer now. I'm going to start bringing this in. Again, not all at once. Start mixing that in. Nice and slow. You want to give it time. We've kept this on a low heat, not much, but a little bit. But mainly it's the residual heat on that pasta that's melting that cheese and cooking everything up. Rest of that in there. And while this is all cooking up, I'm going to go grab a pan. Alright, we've let all of that melt in together a bit. I've got me a pan. Make sure we get all that sticky, cheesy goodness out of here. We're going to go ahead and smooth that down. We are then going to take the rest of that cheese we had over the top. And then on top of that cheese, I've got some panko breadcrumb. There we go. Alright, now that we've got the panko on there, the next thing that we're going to put on top, I've got some bacon bits. And those are the same ones that you use for like the crunchy bits in a baked potato or anything like that. And then I have some crispy fried onions. Now then, this is pretty much cooked from what we've already done to it. We just want to seal everything off, so it's only going to need about 10 to 15 minutes in the oven, and I'll let you know when it comes out. And there we have it. Bacon, onion, mac and cheese. Gonna get some of that out of there now. And there we have it. Mac and cheese with bacon and onions and with blue cheese. And it's going to be gorgeous. Now I'm going to say, even if you don't like blue cheese, try it. Honestly, try it. If you don't like it, well, I don't know. You'll like it. I'm that confident. I don't even know what to say for the other side of it. I'm going to go sit and enjoy this. You guys let me know below what else you want to see me cooking. Try something new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.